What is going on, guys? What is going on, guys? It's Jake, and today I am bringing you the last update and news video for Beyblade Burst God, most likely. So, as you guys know, B100, which had beat Kukulkan, it was the random booster, pretty much just released recently with Spriggan Requiem. I believe it was December 28th or something like that. And those are one of the final releases of Beyblade Burst God, which is, by the way, Season 2 of Beyblade Burst. And now, we are getting on to the very final releases. The final release being in February, which is next month. So I'm going to go from B102 all the way up to B103. And then also the Koro release, which is pretty insane, DUO ECLIPSE. And I'm also going to talk a little bit about B104. So, let's get right into it. So, starting with B102, this is going to be another starter, I believe. Yes, it's a starter. And this one is going to be Twin Nemesis. Now, this isn't a brand new layer. I really don't think any part of this bay is new at all. But what this is basically a re-release of a random layer collection kind of exclusive. So this is like a full bay release. And really, it looks pretty cool. You know, I have the picture put up right there. It looks pretty beast. I do like it a lot. It definitely looks better than the random layer collection version. But really, it kind of sucks that there isn't a new part to this bay at all. It's really just kind of a re-release, which it's okay. It's okay. It's definitely going to be easier to get than the random layer collection version, that's for sure. But honestly, the most exciting part of this bay isn't the Beyblade itself, or rather the layer. In my opinion, it's the driver, which is the ultimate reboot driver. Now this is a driver that's really kind of made for Valkyrie, in my opinion, and it's a lot like to the performance tip that we saw on Big Bang Pegasus. It's kind of like the very most similar version to it, and from what I've seen, it's actually pretty solid. So pretty exciting part overall. But overall, the Beyblade is kind of a re-release, but it's still cool that you do see Ultimate Reboot on there. So now let's go up to B103, which is once again a random layer collection re-release. We had this time Screw Tridant. Now, just like Twin Nemesis, this sports kind of a redesign when it comes to the way it looks a little bit. And this one is actually a little bit more exciting because Screw Tridant is pretty recent. It's a pretty new bay. And also, it has a brand new driver, which is called WD. Now, this driver honestly looks really, really weird. And it's basically like a metal pole. I think it's just going to be kind of a sharp, because obviously Screw Tridant seems definitely like a stamina bay, and I think it's just going to be like a metal sharp tip that's like really tall. Hopefully it's not too tall though, because it's going to be super imbalanced. But I'm not really the biggest fan of metal drivers or like metal tip stuff in general. Really weak stamina from those most of the time. So really, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but who knows, it could be a pretty great driver. But I'm going to keep my hopes on the low, on like the low for that. And I forgot to mention, Twin Nemesis is supposed to be coming out later this month on the 28th. I'm going to have an unboxing of that as soon as possible on the channel, of course. And then also, Screw Tridant is supposed to be coming out in February, most likely February 28th, because it's been December 28th. January 28th, but who knows, it might even be sooner. Who knows, it might be sooner, but I'm going to guess it's going to be late February. Now to get on to the exciting part of the news, guys, we have DUO ECLIPSE. Now this is most likely going to be a Koro order, as I highly doubt it's going to get released to like the main public, and I'll tell you why. Basically, this bay came about from a design contest on Koro, where people kind of sent in their designs, and then that design, the winning design, eventually made it into a Beyblade. And the designs were kind of crude, like they weren't like professional, but Takara Tomy really did something pretty amazing with them, and I think they look really, really solid actually. So here you see kind of the sun version, and it looks really, really weird because it's definitely a super unorthodox shape, a lot of exposed points. Hopefully that means we're going to get some good teeth on it because it is kind of an unorthodox shape. Here is the kind of moon version. This one's the one I prefer. I think this is the better design of the two. Not in terms of like how crazy it is, but I don't know, I really like the design of this one a lot. But now let's get into why it's kind of weird. So the gimmick for this layer, I wouldn't really call it a god ability because it's not with one layer, but the gimmick for these is that you can either use the bay, with the two pieces, because the layer is going to come in two pieces, kind of like a left and a right side. So you can either just use the sun version together or the moon version together, or you can interchange them and use and like flip-flop them. And I don't know if these bays are like perfectly symmetrical. I really don't think so. So each variation is going to be a little bit different. So interchangeable. That's pretty awesome. Whenever you buy this bay, it's most likely going to come in just one driver, one forged disc or just disc, and then two layers. Because I doubt it's going to be two separate Beyblades, but I kind of want to get two so I can do sun versus moon and then the combo versus a combo. That'd be pretty awesome, but we'll just have to see. There really is not a release date on it so far, so it's kind of up in the air at this point. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like down below and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Have fun and Bayoy.